Hello. Last time we defeated Brother Warden. Apparently he has a random number generator that dictates whether or not he will land on us. Luck is rarely subjective, but there I have to say I was, since I was intending to show it off. Upon his defeat I have cleared the way to the final garden. I have also obtained my 20th heart. 3 down each arm, 3 down each leg, a whole medley in the middle here. So here is the slot for our final heart, our true heart. It's on the right side of his body, so it looks like dextrocardia, a congenital defect, although I'm not sure that we were ever a fetus. I'll leave it to the end of the cycle to get stuck into a new garden. It would seem that Warden has chosen to attack me, but in fact I planned this from the start and he's playing right into my hands.
We think of you as an honest brother, despite your constant violations of taboos. We see everything, but we do not act at once. Instead, we observe and analyze. Patriarch and Montgolfier have spoken in your defense, but I think otherwise. You might be honest, but not to the sleeper. You're too rash, foolish, and inexperienced. Though I'm sure the sisters think well of you. Their heresy, this deranged concept of breakthrough, and their nonsensical whining about hunger, that you can understand, but you can't comprehend the absolute truth that we know. It is because you only think of yourself, and we cannot wait until you're enlightened.
So I should think of others whilst abstaining from the act of giving. Perhaps you want me to become some kind of hive mind. Is this his ultimate truth, the existence of which he's happy to wave in my face without describing in full to me? Then again, everyone seems to take great pleasure in knowing something that others don't. Although it seems at times that they just want other people to understand. It can be very frustrating, not being able to get through to people. I think everyone in the Void suffers from that. At least he deems me honest, and when, possibly the most outwardly hostile brother, is willing to pass judgment fairly on me, I know that they themselves are being honest, and their beliefs are most likely genuine. If only the supposedly simple act of honesty would be enough to bring people to your way of thinking, or at least persuade them that you are harmless enough to grant them asylum. Sadly, that is rarely the case. And where there is no peace, all that's left is bloodshed.
Emerald, heavy and viscous as tar, enveloped in canopy, invulnerable shield, arbiter of scales, bestow thy power to this venerable warrior. To me, who raised a vengeful hammer, listen, fiendish blood of the heretic, who dares resist, twist. His treacherous soul, chaotic and insane, vanish. Amber, rapture of wilderness, chaos of maelstroms, bone-breaking laughter, rider of the vortex's edge, open to the heart of thy lowly servant, to the righteous will of the seeker of thine guidance.
I've already shown Whaler off in a bonus video, but a couple of things to note. Once his 4th head is attached, it's an instant game over. So there is a time limit of sorts, but you can affect the progression. Also, with all the heads flying around, homing attacks are almost completely useless, so the best way of dealing damage is the Sentinel, which explodes on impact. That one failed. You really need to begin and end this glyph with a horizontal stroke. Any other prongs coming off a circle will be completely dismissed. Whaler is invulnerable whilst attracting a new head, so you don't want to try attacking him immediately beforehand. Sentinel is useful again here since it accepts a maximum of 25 droplets, limiting the amount that you'll waste in that event. know what each head does for him. I know that each one makes him faster, but I was also under the impression that he also took more damage each time. So it might be wise to let him have 2 or 3 heads to take a benefit from this, but of course you mustn't let him get a 4th. You can knock them away, but you must be quite dedicated to this cause, since they will swarm in from all directions. They don't seem to react too much to a magnet glyph set off to the side, but a repel glyph placed next to Whaler seems to work. Don't worry about saving colours for his inner wheel. His wheels do not come off. He is unique in that respect. I can only assume that was intentional, and I like it. It throws you off for the duration of the latter half of the fight. The latter half of the fight did not last long, however. He seems to have a massive weakness to silver. He has no heart for us. Another brother must have our one true heart of breakthrough. All of this destruction was pretty much for naught. But even though it was fully anticipated, he still started it. Looking at my Nova, I don't really have the colour to be spending on a garden right now. If anything, I'll have to fill out Ole's garden before I get started on a new one. But that won't stop me from collecting what's here now. This garden is called Hull. That could be the body of a ship. It could be the city in the far east of Yorkshire. But I feel it's probably meant as the outer covering to a seed or nut, offering vital protection to the life within, but otherwise expendable.
Visit all the chambers in the void. Find all the hearts. They're in the chambers. The sisters have them. The brothers are hiding the hearts they ripped out of their prison sisters. 21 spirit. Your real heart is the heart of breakthrough. No regrets.
As you can see, Yanni's garden is almost an exact copy of Ole's. The fences cordon off parts of the garden, making it a lot harder to navigate. There aren't any mysterious murals. Overall, it does a good job of staying just beyond the fringes of possible reality. The area up to the Void's traditional sky is very clear, but dark, as Yanni's worlds tend to be.